Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? I prayed everybody is doing awesome and amazing. Welcome to It's in the Book Authors Convention. Once a week, once a month, we bring authors that's not a part of the membership of the KRC bookstore. We bring them in and we do what we call a virtual book signing. I am so excited. We do this once a month. It is something that was the newest thing that we added onto this particular platform because we want to ensure that all authors get an opportunity and that we are able to celebrate other authors outside of the authors that are that's currently in the bookstore. So we have an amazing author coming up, Miss Ashley Irvin. We're gonna bring her up later. But let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Tammy Martin, and I am your host, as well as I'm the creator of KRC Companies. KRC Companies consist of KRC Tax and Business Services, where we take care of your tax preparation needs. Tongue tied. We take care of your tax preparation needs. Right now, we're in our tax preparation season, so we have been super busy handling inbound calls for other contracts, as well as taking care of our amazing customers, our clients, and making sure they're getting the best return possible, and making sure they're within the legal limits of the law, and make sure they are well informed about things that are coming up within the tax world, things that can help them out, things can help them get the best return possible to get them the biggest refund because biggest refund is not always the best thing, but in some instances it is. Especially as a business owner, it may not always be advantageous to have a refund because you definitely want to show some income, especially if that's your only income. So we take care of those clients. So if you're a person that need to get your taxes done, please reach out to us. We are here to assist. So let me go ahead and get this ticker rolling. That is our website for the KRC bookstore, but you can also reach out to us there as well for your tax preparation needs. In addition to that, with KRC Tax and Business Services, we have life insurance. If you're interested in getting a life insurance policy, which is the perfect time to do so since you are getting that big tax refund. But those who are out there do it, take the time out and pay your policy up annually. Or if you're interested in investing off into selling life insurance, you want to get out there and make a difference with somebody and show somebody the way to ensure generational wealth and ensure that their family does not have to suffer no further than just losing them and they don't have to worry about the financial burden. You can get off into doing life insurance as well. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not the easiest thing to do. That test is not the easiest test to take, but I promise you, if this is something that you're interested in and you put the work into it, it is very advantageous for you and very advantageous to our community and something that's so essential. You insure your car, you insure your home, you insure all these other things, but we forget to insure our life because the bottom line is these bodies are going to soon to break down, leave this earth. Our souls are going to leave our body, and our body's going to be left, but somebody will be left behind to put it in the ground. And you can't put yourself in the ground in the backyard. That's just, some laws against that. So you want to make sure you're taking care of that. So, in addition to all of that, what's most important today for this particular platform is KRC Bookstore. KRC Bookstore is a Black-owned bookstore that caters to our Black authors, our beautiful Black authors, those who are writing children's books, those who are writing inspirational books, those who are looking to pave the way to help somebody to be able to say, hey, this is what I've been through. I've got over it. I'm here. I'm still standing. Pass that on to somebody else because there's somebody there that's still there just like you are. So I'm somebody saying, oh, God bless and peace and blessings. Okay, I thought I was about to get a little sign saying they can't hear me because sometimes we have some technical difficulties, and when you're on the one working this thing, sometimes you kind of fall off. But me, I'm the type of person like this. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't have no fall off. I'm gonna laugh at myself and I'm gonna keep on trucking because the bottom line is I'm human. So, without any further ado, we are going to play a commercial. And then we're going to bring Miss Ashley Irvin up into the floor so she could tell you about herself. She could tell you about this amazing book. So we're gonna do this in three parts. Let me back up. We're gonna do this in three parts. Brush it off and keep on marching. I know that's right, baby, because that's how I do it. So we're gonna do this in three parts with Miss Ashley. We're gonna first have her come up and tell you about herself. She's gonna tell you about her platform. Then we're gonna take a break and then we're gonna come back and she's gonna do a book reading for you because we want you to see this book and we want you to get this book from her. We want you to support her in her endeavors and what she's doing. And not only just support her, see what she has to offer. And I promise you, it's probably something that could be advantageous to you because generally when people write books, they write books for a reason. So there's always somebody out there that can utilize something you got to say. Oh, yeah. So good deal, good deal. So let's go ahead and roll into this commercial, and then we're going to bring Miss Ashley up to talk to you. But we're going to hear from Miss Benita Ledette. I always love to talk about her. She gave me this commercial probably almost a year ago, and I still play it because she is the very first person when I stepped into this journey of being an author. She was the very first person that came along and did an ad with me, and I deeply, deeply appreciate that because people don't have to support you, but when they do, you show them gratitude and tell them thank you. So she's talking about her wine line, baby. So if you like you some wine, make sure you listen to this.
After looking at this, I know what you need. You need a taste of love. And be sure to follow up with Dr. Love at www.atasteoflove.love. After all, I am the only doctor who prescribes wine.
Hey, that was Miss Benita Ledette. Miss Benita Ledette is an amazing woman. She is a hard worker. She is definitely somebody to model yourself after. If you're looking for some things, looking for some motivation and so forth. We have worked on the Prayers of Boss Babes together. We actually started out doing we did a conference together, virtual conference together, and we did the Prayers of Boss Babes. So, and then she supported me without no hesitation. She did not say why, when, what. She got just jumped on in there and supported. So I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So let's go ahead and move on into our segment to talk to Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley Irvin, come on, girl. Tell us about yourself and tell us about your platform. And I'm going to scoot on out the way. So they ain't looking at me. They looking all like, so girl, you.
Yes, thank you for having me. So yes, I am a author. I have always had a passion for writing. I've always enjoyed writing stories, poems, you name it. Recently I've actually, thought about making it into, a career of mine because I wanted to pursue entrepreneurship. So as a child, I didn't know you could be an author as a career. You always hear about doctors, teachers, lawyers, but you never hear about writers. And so growing up, my family instilled, the importance of education and, a good career. And so I pursued business degree. And so I've always wanted to be like some kind of like manager, CEO. And so my mindset was, okay, start at the bottom and then work your way up, right? So that's what I've been doing for the past decade or so. And so just a couple years ago, I was like, well, I want to work for myself. I don't want to keep having to climb this corporate ladder. I want to be able to, have my own schedule, work whenever I want to work. And so like, well, let me turn my passion of writing into a career. And so I came up with, writing children's books. And so what made me want to write children's book is children these days, they are so engulfed in this tech savvy world. There's no creativity anymore. Everybody's conformed to, what everybody's doing on social media, on phones, tablets. So you don't see children outside anymore. You don't see children, you know, what we used to do as, when I was a child, I was a 90s baby. So I was, outside climbing trees, trampoline, drinking from the water hose, but now you don't really see that anymore. So my goal, hopefully, is to awaken the imagination of children again. So my brand is Awaken the Imagination. So I'm hoping to write books to where it not only educates children, but also has got a creativity aspect to it, so that it causes children to want to read again, to want to pick up a book instead of going on their phones. And so I have a platform on Facebook where I post like updates on my books. I post like different sketches of my new book coming up, different illustrations. I don't do them myself. I have an illustrator, but I do like to share, the process in the book writing. Um, and so on Facebook, I'm under author Ashley Irvin. And then I'm also on Instagram under my brand name, Awakened Imaginations. And there too, I also have like different like updates on upcoming books, stuff like that.
That's awesome, Ashley. And I love the fact that you talked about helping our children unwaken their imagination. Unfortunately, in this day and time, our children don't have what we have, and a lot of things they have a lot of things that's better, but a lot of things they are really just kind of missing out on something.
Yeah.
It's exciting to have imagination, and not imagination that's gruesome, but imagination that's fun. Have a
Hmm.
good time with your imagination, and I think a lot of our kids are missing on that, because I can remember as a little kid. I'm 46 years old, baby. We get outside and we stayed outside all day long. You
Hmm.
in the house? No, man.
Right.
So we went
Hmm.
outside. You got thirsty, baby. Turn that water hose on. Who wants something to drink? So we all drinking from the water hose. As nasty as that sounds. But, we all doing it and we survived. I played with dolls. I played,
Hmm.
we played. We played imaginations. We had a clubhouse outside. And it was a cardboard on the ground. And this was our clubhouse and so forth. So
Right.
those things it's all right to have. It's all right for our children to have that. So I love the fact that you're tapping into something that was so near and dear to you, and you utilize it for a career. And that's what a career really, for me, is. Doing something that you enjoy doing and getting paid for it. And when them hard times come, because they're going to come,
Hmm.
you'll be tired. You don't feel like doing this. You don't feel like doing that. When them times come, then guess what? It's easier to go get through them because I enjoy what I do, and then you can remember why you're doing what you're doing. So being an author is um, not by
Hmm.
far something that should be a hobby. If you want it to be a hobby, then okay.
Right.
If you want to take it and run with it and get paid and enjoy it and tour and so forth, there's nothing wrong with that. Not a big thing.
Hmm.
So, well, Ashley, I thank you so much for tapping into your childhood and sharing that with the world. I know it's going to be people that absolutely enjoy it. And then it's the thing about the parents reading it and so forth. And so a lot of times when we become adults, we forget about a lot of things that we did as children and a lot of
Right.
fun. Something as simple as picking up some crayons and coloring your coloring book. Tap into that. And let your
Hmm.
kids know that this is what we used to do. And then we
Hmm.
wonder why we could barely get out the bed because we don't move. Things be cracking and crumpling and so forth. And so
Right.
that's amazing thing. So thank you so much, Miss Ashley. Um, we're going to go into a commercial because it's just me and you. We're going to go into a commercial, and when you do, you have the book with you?
Hmm. And I
Okay.
actually have a flip book, a digital flip book,
Oh,
so I
okay.
could read from there.
Okay, good deal, good deal. Um, well, we're gonna go do a commercial, then we're gonna come back, and would you be ready to do a book reading?
Hmm.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and run this commercial, and we shall be back.
Here we go.
Hey, y'all. We're back. We're back. That was a commercial talking about we do book trailers here. So if you have a book and you need something to add on as marketing, a lot of entrepreneurs that are in this particular realm will make you feel like you need a commercial. The commercial is definitely something that's optional, but it's very nice to have, and it definitely gives a different stuff step give a different feel to your business, and do go out the additional way to get your book out there and get your business out there. It's not a must. It's a lot of different ways. I am a sole believer that that marketing is customizable. It depends on what your money can handle. You can't do everything all at one time because then you'll burn yourself out and then you'll be mad if something doesn't come through. And there's no way you don't have nothing to revamp with because you done exhausted all your funds trying to do everything, but it's definitely something customizable. Add a few things on. Book trailers are something really nice to have. Business commercials are something really nice to have. I mean, you see McDonald's. McDonald's have a commercial all day, every day. Burger King have commercials. All these different companies, and I think I might be hungry. Now, might be while I'm talking about food, but different companies have different commercials, and while you watching TV, you all engulfed in that show, and then all of a sudden that commercial come up, and sometimes it make you feel some kind of way. You might want to get up and go get you some Burger King or some McDonald's, or become a vegetarian. I'm psyching myself up because I want to be a part-time vegetarian. So, um, having a moment, y'all, having a moment. So, that's very good to have. So definitely get with us. Our video creation department can get that done for you. They actually created our opening commercial. I mean, our opening credit and our closing. When we played the same one for opening and closing. Want to revamp some things, but I'm putting some things together. But that's a very nice thing to have, especially if you have a show. If you have a show, the commercial for your opening. There you go, baby. We got you. We got you, baby. So, thank you so much, you guys. We're gonna bring Miss Ashley back up so she could do a reading for us. And then after she do a reading for us, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about some of the other things that's going on with KRC Bookstore. We're going to talk about some events we got coming up that we do every single year. So excited about it, so excited. So come back afterwards. But we gonna stick with us right now so you can hear this reading, baby. Miss Ashley, you ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna zip right on out the way.
Okay, I'm going to present my screen. Let's see. Okay. So my latest book is called The Little Shepherd and the Lost Sheep. A shepherd and his young son lived in a beautiful meadow surrounded by rolling hills. The son loved spending time with his father. Every day, the father took care of his sheep and showed his son how being a shepherd was not just a job, but also a responsibility. The father asked, "Son, would you like to join me in caring for the sheep?" "Yes, please," replied the son as he leaped in excitement. Together, they went toward the flock. The sheep, the sheep started gathering around them. The little noses tickled the son's hands and legs, and their fluffy bodies felt soft. "Oh, their bodies are so warm," the son giggled. The father guided the sheep to fresh grass. Providing the sheep with food, water, shade, and protection is important. When we care for them, they grow healthy and strong. The son paid close attention, quietly nodded, and listened to his father's words. The father taught his son something new every day, and the son began helping more and more with the sheep and the shepherd's duties. One day, as the sun began to set, the father and son led the sheep back to their pen. The pen was shaped like a square and had tall, strong wooden fences to keep the sheep safe. When they reached the pen, they counted each sheep To ensure all were there, they settled the sheep down for the night, ensuring they were comfy. That night, a fierce storm came through the farm. The wind howled and the rain pounded. The sheep got scared, running around, bleating loudly. Lightning struck the side wall, cracking it to open. The bright flash of light worried the sheep inside, and in the chaos, some of the sheep escaped through the opening. As the storm slowly stopped, the sheep that escaped found their way into the pen. However, one sheep had wandered off. The next day, when the father and son came to check on the sheep, they noticed a hole in the fence. Dad, there's a hole in the fence, and one of the sheep is gone, the son said. You're right, son. We need to find it, the father said. So I'll stop right there. I don't want to give too much away from the story, but it's basically the journey of the father and son going after this lost sheep, and we'll see what happens after that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I was holding on to that. I mean, I'm not a child, but I was enjoying that book. And you're an excellent reader. You're an excellent. You should definitely be a narrator and so forth. I enjoy it. So, I definitely I know a lot of people that do audiobooks. They don't like to read their own books. It was one lady that I actually Tiffany Haddish. She's a a comedian. She reads
Mhm.
her own book, and I believe it was very very fitting for her because when you are a comedian, they
Yeah.
hear it in your own voice. If somebody else would went in there and read it, it probably wouldn't be the same.
Right.
So I enjoy your tone of your voice. I enjoy your rhythm of your voice. I think you'll do a really good job. If you ever get into that place of being doing audio books, to do an audio voice book and use your own voice. That was wonderful.
Hmm. I'll consider that.
Yes, ma'am. Or you know, companies be like, "Oh no, you don't want to give out too much information about stuff that you're planning on doing." Me, I just can't help myself. When I get excited about something, I get excited. I eventually want to add reading, like for children, on this particular platform.
Oh.
So we could definitely talk about that if that's something that you're interested in, or even have doing your own show where you do readings on Saturday mornings when kids wake up. We don't do that anymore. It was used to be
Hmm.
we did as even though the kids are going to school all week long, but to wake up in a fun way and learn. So
Right.
that will be a amazing thing. And then Sesame Street just not the same no more. It's not That's not the same Sesame Street I
Mm-mm.
remember, and
Mm-mm.
Fraggle Rock and so forth.
Mhm.
Tell my age, but I already told my age. But that's the show that I enjoy. That type of ordeal. So kids don't get to see that no more. So definitely for sure. Thank you so much for reading the book to us. Now, do you have a platform that they can purchase the book from?
Go on my website at authorashleyirvin.com or go on Amazon, and
Awesome.
it's on paperback and digital copy.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Y'all make sure y'all get that. It's funny how we got Easter coming up. I think that will be the perfect book to put in an Easter egg basket. Get all the candy you want to put in
Mhm.
there and pack all that stuff that's gonna rot your teeth, your kids' teeth out. But put a book off in there. Stimulate their mind. So I think that would be a perfect gift. So definitely get with Miss Ashley, purchase a book. And if you purchase a book from her, we're going to follow up with Ashley throughout this week. If you follow up and you go and buy a book from her and you bought it because something that you've seen here on this particular platform, we're going to put you in a raffle. How about that? I think that's awesome. We got
Mhm.
some books here that we can pair up with that book. We can put a coloring book. I showed off my crayons, even though these are not my crayons, but I do put them in the store and so forth to go with the coloring books. But I think that would be amazing
Mhm.
for somebody to be able to add that off into an Easter basket for that beautiful child of yours. Birthday gifts coming up. Go ahead, get that book for a gift. I'm here at It's in the Book. We believe that not only is books for you good, they're also good as great gifts. Somebody that's going through something, it's something about giving them a book, even if they only read the first few pages out of it. Give it to them. You know, give this kid this book for their birthday. Don't think that, books are boring and I'm gonna get them this PlayStation. Then get them PlayStation and add them a book on with it. Get them some balance. I think that sounds amazing, right, Miss Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, Miss Ashley, I want to thank you so much, and I want you to give it to us one more time, just in case they missed it. How are they going to get a book from you? Where can they get it from? And give them the price as well.
Go to authorashleyirvin.com or on Amazon, and it's $18 on Amazon for the digital. I think it's like 4.99 or something like that, like $4, $5.
Okay, okay, okay.
And
Awesome.
please leave a review if you do buy it from me, or if you go on my website or on Amazon. Leave a review and let me know what you think.
Yes, ma'am, indeed, indeed. Now, if they want to reach out to you, in addition to that, would they go through the website to reach out to you, or do you have a number they can contact you or email address?
Yeah, on my website, you can go through there through the contact, or on Facebook, author Ashley Irvin, or email is authorashleyirvin@gmail.com.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Miss Ashley. We are definitely looking forward to much success for you in
Thank
your
you.
endeavor. Thank you so much for jumping out there and deciding to be an author, because I believe you are a great addition to the author community and the children's book author community. So thank you so much. So
Thank
we
you for
got
having me.
yes, ma'am. Oh, somebody says nice. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I do apologize if y'all made a comment. I'm not able to see it unless you go through that link where it gives Facebook permission to utilize your name in this particular platform, saying who you are, or if you don't want to go through there, you actually just type your name in. Okay, Miss Tabitha. Okay, now Miss Tabitha, she is in the Texas area and she does a coloring book session. Am I correct, Miss Tabitha?
And actually, on the back of this book, I have a couple of coloring pages.
Oh,
So,
that's I like that. Miss Tabitha, I think that sounds like a possible hookup. That's what it sounds like to me. I always believe in collaboration. Yes, she said yes, ma'am. She does a coloring book session. So
oh,
yes, ma'am, indeed. So Miss Ashley, can you she said, let's do it.
yes, reach out to me on my Facebook, author Ashley Irvin, and then I love collaborations. I'm actually collaborating with another author on a comic book, and it's kind of around this story, and it intertwines with her story.
Oh,
So, like the sheep goes missing into her story. So,
oh, okay. I like that. I like that. That's Miss Tabitha Pennon. Um, and she said, "Will do." So that sounds good to me. Sound good. I love connections. Let's make this thing happen.
mhm.
So, well, thank you so much, Miss Ashley. Now, you have a final thought for us before we get off the line?
I want to say, I could write books all day, in hopes of getting children to read again. But at the end of the day, it does take, parents, to our children, they mirror what their parents are doing. So if they see you on your phones all day, they're gonna be on their phones all day. If they see you on the tablet, watching TV all day, they're gonna mimic you. So in order for us to get our children to read again, to enjoy these stories, bedtime stories, open a book, read, to your children again, read, a book to yourself. So let's all, it takes a community.
I think Miss Ashley froze up. She has some very good words for you. You know, so often we say, do as I say and not as I do. Oh yeah, she's hung up. Do as I say and not as I do. We want our kids to eat healthy, but we over there eating McDonald's or Burger King or so forth like that, or our kid is overweight and you're packing them full with fast food and so forth, and you're trying to figure out why. We have to be mindful about the things we put into our bodies. My mother was the type of woman where we every Friday we went to McDonald's, but that was one time out the week. And that's because she was tired and she just needed to relax or what have you. But for the most part, most of the time we cooked a lot, but we also did those fun things like that, things that seemingly fun anyway, in moderation. So, yeah, her screen froze up. I was just checking back. So, that's some wonderful words by Miss Ashley. Um, do as I don't say, do as I say, not as I do. You want to do as I do. You see what I'm doing? Be the example. All right. Real quickly, well, let's talk about this insurance and buy insurance, sell insurance. My telephone number is right there. Make sure you get to me if you need to get the insurance policy, because now you got all that money in your hands. Don't just blow it out your behind. Put it off into an insurance policy where you pay for it annually. Pay for it once, no harm, no foul. You ain't got to think about it anymore. If you're interested in having business where you're selling insurance, we definitely can help you out with that as well. All right. Let's see. Let's throw these websites up here. Boom. www.krcbookstore.com. Okay, there she come back. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right,
Lost
there you
connection
go.
for a moment. Yeah, I was just saying that it takes, a family. It takes, all of us to come together and to help our children get back to reading again. So read stories against your children. So at bedtime, open a book, read a story. Come together at dinner time. You know, talk about a book that you want to read, or like a family. Like just using it as a family again to kind of get children to get more involved into reading, imagination. So it just takes all of us to come together and do that goal.
Good deal. Great information. Thank you so much, Miss Ashley. I'm looking forward to seeing your success. I'm looking forward to seeing you collaborate with others. It's a lot easier for things to go when they have more than one leg. If you're trying to get somewhere, and as a human, you're supposed to have two legs and you only got one, and you have nothing to help you out when you're just hobbling along, you're gonna get there much slower. If you
Mm-hmm.
if you got something to help you along as you go, then you're gonna get there much faster. So it's the same concept with business. With business, we have to have that collaboration. But and within collaboration, you get to the right collaboration where both of y'all is advantageous to both of y'all. So I look forward to connecting with you.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Miss Tabitha talked briefly. I've planned to work with Miss Tabitha. She's not very far from me. What area? Are you in the Houston? Yes, ma'am. I agree 100%. She said, together we're better.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. I'm in San Antonio.
Okay, okay. So we all kind of, within this circle and so forth. Texas is a humongous state, but it's highways between each one of them. So I always
Mm-hmm.
jump on a highway to get somewhere. So,
Mm-hmm.
indeed, thank you so much, Miss Ashley. You're wonderful, and I look forward to everything that you got going on with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Be blessed. All right, that was Miss Ashley. Today, the It's in the Book, the It's in the Book author convention is a little shorter because we have one person. I'm in my tax season, and that's not to say that um, I'm going to have to learn to anticipate my tax season, but not only anticipate my tax season, but prepare for my other adventures that I have coming going on. This last year and this year is the hardest I've ever worked for the tax season. I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get going on. So it's requiring funding. And in the midst of requiring funding, you got to put that funding in your pocket. You know where to spend it. You can't spend it if you ain't never had it, or if it's not given to you to be spent. So I'm moving a little bit differently this year. So I'm going to have to step back and revamp how I do my January to April, because I love this bookstore. I love talking to y'all. I love doing the authors convention. I love doing the It's in the Book show, which is every single Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. But right now I'm running reruns. But please come back and check these people out. I have this I do once a month, which is the It's in the Book authors convention. Then July 29th, we got It's in the Book Awards. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of this platform. God has immensely blessed me. And the thing about it is, I get to do this during my birthday time. So it's actually something that's exciting for me. Um, we do a lot of different things for our birthdays, but for me, which does my heart good, is doing this particular event that I do every single year. First year I did it, boom, has a lot of wonderful things, but it was a first year. So I think I did really, really good for the first year by the grace of God and some people that helped me out. I want to shout her out, Miss Cassandra. Um, Miss Cassandra tremendously helped me out that first year. She couldn't help me the second year, and I noticed the difference. My planning was different. My planning was bigger, but the part that she worked on, it did not come together like I wanted to do. It came together, but it didn't come together like I wanted to. So I know now that, hey, what you did in the first year has to be incorporated in what you did for the second year. Figure out what you didn't do right each year and double up on what you did good those years. So that's what that is. And so I'm just excited about that. You know, like I said, I'm tremendously blessed to be able to do that particular event every single year around the time for my birthday. So look out for that. We're still accepting nominations for that. So if you know somebody that's in the author world, illustrators, book coaches, other bookstores, I am not opposed to at all celebrating other people that are in the same industry I'm in, because I'm a type of person like this. I believe that there's nobody's bookstore like mine. It can have similarities, but we are different. We have different motives, we got different motivations. It's just different. So I can't duplicate what you're doing. You can't duplicate what I'm doing. So I have absolutely no problem with celebrating other bookstores. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give a special shout out to Class Bookstore. Class Bookstore is in the Houston, Texas area. Amazing person. It's another one I want to give a shout out to. I'll be forgetting these names. Um, and I don't want to say the name wrong because I feel like that'd be disrespectful. Um, so we're gonna be celebrating bookstore owners. We are going to be celebrating book coaches as well as publishers. So KRC is dabbling their toe off into the publishing world. I don't think I'm gonna continue on with it, but we'll see. We'll see. But I am dabbling my toe off into it. So we celebrate publishers. Just everybody that makes these books come to fruition. The finished product is the author, but behind that author, even if it's self-published, they still have other people that have been involved in that process or can be involved in that process. And so those are people that we want to celebrate. You know somebody that helps you out with something, guess what? Commend them. You know, no matter how little or big if they did something, it's something that helps you out. So and that's it. That's it. That's it. I gotta shut this day down because I gotta get on these calls and doing this tax thing. Um, thank you so much for everybody who supports. Just a really, really, really quick reminder, we could be reached at text by call 832-443-8177. And what else we have here? If you are interested in donating to KRC Bookstore, you can actually donate to one of our platforms. We have Cash App and we have PayPal. We actually have a few more of them, but I did not want to just boggle this down with all these different options. But we do have other options. So if you want to do that, help monetarily, then you definitely can. If you're interested in mailing a check, you can also send your books if you're interested into a review. If you would like to be a part of the bookstore, or you would like to be part of what the bookstore does, the other endeavors, or would like to be a guest, you can send your queries there, as well as my email is floating around here somewhere on this thing. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Tabitha. Thank you so much for watching. You have an amazing day as well. So, that's our address. What else we have here? Oh Lord, y'all, I had played the wrong ticker, but wrong banner. But it's okay. We can go ahead and switch it up a little bit and let it run for once. So therefore, it's like we've been letting it run the whole time. How that sound? Um, and that is it, you guys. That is it. We're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. Um, thank you so much for everybody who supports. Everybody have a very, very blessed day. Much love to you. Well.